An epic 8,400-mile railway route will link London to Tokyo in an ambitious project proposed by the Russian government. Vladimir Putin's officials are currently in serious talks with Japan about constructing a 28-mile bridge to enable trains to cross the sea. The blueprint for the project, once mooted by Stalin, would see passengers travel on a remarkable journey beginning in England's capital before crossing the Channel into Europe. The trains would run through Germany and Poland before entering Eastern Europe and into Russia. Passengers would be able to marvel at the snow-capped mountains in Siberia before discovering the stark and deserted countryside of Russia for bulk of the trip. In its final stretch, it is proposed the transits will travel over the Sea of Japan on a purpose-built 28-mile-long bridge. Russia's Vice Premier Igor Shuvalov said, "We are seriously offering our Japanese partners to consider the construction of a mixed road and railway passage from Hokkaido to southern part of Sakhalin." Sakhalin is Russia's largest island, and it would take a 28-mile bridge or tunnel to link to Hokkaido in northern Japan, which is connected to the country's super-efficient rail network. Shivalov said, "We are close to starting our part of the job." The proposed link to Japan has been described as a bridge across history because Moscow and Tokyo have failed to sign a treaty formally ending the hostilities of the Second World War. This is due to Stalin's grab of the Kuril Islands in 1945, the subject of a long-running territorial dispute. But with Putin keen to boost investment in the Russian Far East, relations are warming and the Japanese are looking at pouring money into the disputed islands. Shuvalov said Japan would become a continental state if the rail links become reality. Putin's environment guru Sergei Ivanov said a link to oil and gas-rich Sakhalin, half of which was controlled by Tokyo before the Second World War, was a long-held dream. Even Comrade Stalin planned to do it. A bridge between the Russian mainland and Sakhalin has been costed at around £4 billion, while a link to Japan is likely to be more expensive. The scheme was unveiled at Russia's Eastern Economic Forum hosted in Vladivostok by Putin. Japan does not claim its former territory on Sakhalin but does seek to restore the southernmost Kuril Islands to Tokyo's rule.